I am surrounded by positive energy and attract it into my life every day. I repel any unneeded toxic energy, oddly enough, as naturally as a subconscious, knee-jerk reaction, even in my sleep. Luminaughts. If and you may be pleased to please, keep in mind that my discernment of the following magical practices are of my own artistry for ritualizing comprehensions, and so as such, of you celebrating them in exactitude is not necessary, and completely optionable to your choice to rearrange, let slide, or implement as is. And should you choose to do so, please have a keep of mind that most investments involved at least some risk, at most some loss, and yours truly shall not accept any unfairly enforced responsibility, as this is completely hereby up to your power of wisdom over use of knowledgeable choice and creative ingenuity, sovereign to yourselves, going from moment through moments. If you want to play King of the Hill for who's standing on business here, I'm offering you a lickin' of a head start for a tickin' on clock to stopwatch and relay. So that said, here is the market value I am animi, and trusting for its worth of, and 2 shares. Touché. However, so many brings ours of us returns. Quick challenge for your social lives to consider here in this narrative of options to intermission is conversational conditioner. Pick a word they say and nod or smile every time they say it. If and you found me to have made a mess of mistakes here in this presentation, somebody spank me. XYZ PDQ. Lucrative soul and financial perspectives. Working with cycling seasonal magics. I will begin doing a financial reading all about lucrative soul with alignments with seasonally cycling magics using the Theothorian Tarot of the Golden Dawn deck, accompanied with what Gerd Ziegler has helped interpretations I feel very expertly apt. With this, we are going to bump it up a notch, merging cultural elements of the East and West to align with North and South, for 9 being the number, as I choose to understand it, of and for abundant returns. If you look at 9 itself, it could be viewed as a folding over of building up. Keeping to a following up on our last prism of Emotionalchemy, we move back to our roots of childlike awe and revisit the 5 base magics by divining intuitive communications with what may otherwise be weathering us as raw elemental chaos in an orderingly consistent reproach to organizing the mess of this business with the transmutations of their intrinsic marketing values here. We start seasonally with 5 and move the 4 dowsing compass readings with additives to above and below to bring 9 to 11. And for below, what is supporting the firmament of grounding of ground? What is supporting the firmament of ground, and what do we or you may need to feel stable with today? Let's see. We got for what's below is the 5 of Swords. Defeat. How fitting for what we may have below to rise above. Let's see what the key words are here. Venus in Aquarius. Fear of loss or defeat. Fear of painful situations or experiences. So that's a good start to rise above for what's below. Hell, right? And then we're going to start with the element of earth and autumn time of seasonal year for the next divining of this magical way or whatnot. And we have for autumn, earth, phoenix, taking stock of reap, celebrating with abundance and generosity, gratitude and ceremonies, ritual sacrifices of excessive gains, sharings of and in cornucopia, preparing to cycle what may otherwise go to waste, as reminding cultural propensities to overlook the gold mine in the understanding of how life relies on a delicate balance of infinite compost. We have for you, for Earth, the priestess. And the key words for the priestess are Moon, which makes sense because it governs the waters of Earth, sort of, right? Access to intuitive powers, healing, independence, inner equilibrium, and increased self-confidence. Well, that's pretty good for Earth. Earth can sure use some help like that coming from the priestess here for this business reading. That's awesome. I'm happy for our Earth. Okay, and then see. For the next season of this business of magic here, we have winter, and the element of metal from the eastern, and the direction we're choosing for this is north, and it is for winter we have cutting ties with chaff and storing the bounty, conservation, preservation, banking, fortifying boundaries, hibernation, an excellent time to pay extra attention to dreams as womb of nights last longer. That may foretell or guide us through the springing of the nexus's seasoning is along from year to year in lucrative soul as preemptions of the thaw can be a pivotal insight for foresight here to pay attention to. And the card we've got for winter and metal is the Prince of Swords. 9. Cruelty. And the keywords for the Prince of Swords in winter, cold, bitter winter, how cruel, are Mars and Gemini. Cruelty to yourself, self-accusation, punishing yourself, heartless passion, fanaticism, revenge, passive resistance, martyrdom. Whew. Man, winter's got it pretty hard there, but those are all some good keywords to go along with winter. Like what vengeance are we going to bring forth in the oncoming of spring, right? Okay. Moving on, the next season we have is spring, or early spring, and the element we chose for it is water, and the direction is west of east. Spring, early spring and water of west is organizing what seeds to work with next season, brainstorming, choosing what ideas will match the flow of social and economic weathers, preparing earth, shedding skins, molting winter's coat, adding more exercise, and the card we got is XII, or the number 13. From the royal pain in the arse of Arcana, we have death. Second to perhaps the tower of playing 52 card pickup for the deck's strongest signifier of the Saturnian principality of change. And a most fitting draw for the element of water, next to perhaps the moon, maybe? Keywords for death are of the spring are Scorpio, death and resurrection, transformation, scorpion, snake, eagle, becoming free of old ensnarements, external changes. Perfect. Okay, moving on. What is this? This is a good divine. Okay, we have next late spring or to midsummer, and the element is wood, and of the east is the direction. Working with investment, growth, caring for what has been set in motion, perseverance, follow through, and endurance. Good for business, this. Consuming less in exchange for more later. And the card that we got for midsummer of the east is the Ace of Cups. And the key words for the Ace of Cups are overflowing love, emotional clarity, deep love of self, giving and receiving. Nice. Okay. What to focus on in the midsummer of east. That's good. Okay, so for late summer, and we have the element of fire and the direction south. Paying close attention to how the weather guides when, where, and what to reap. Vigilance of effects of social climate. Last minute changes. May be a good time to buy or sell stocks. Big market push before autumn again. And the card we have is 9. 9 for fire in the south and late summer. We have the 9 of Swords. Cruelty. What keywords do we have for late summer? Mars and Gemini. Cruelty to yourself. Self-accusation. Punishing yourself. Heartless passion. Fanaticism. Revenge. Passive we already did this one. Passive resistance or martyrdom. Where did we do this? I'm gonna have to come back and leave little blurbs. I think it's because there's an overlap actually of well, I'll come back and put something in here because I don't want to have to redo this business thing. It's kind of iffy here, right? So martyrdom, here we are experiencing that firsthand. Okay. And for that magical pair in heaven, here we finalize ourselves with the number 11. And the direction is above. What overall evaporates are we looking up to precipitating from the heavenly realms for us to close and ground within us? From this reading to hold as the key element that may unlock whatever the reading's entirety has committed on lock with our memories. And what we got was the 10 of Wands. Oppression. Let's see where we are here. Ten of Wands. I might have to, I'm not finding it. Where there? No, that's 8. There it is. Okay, so 10 of Wands for what's above in heaven coming down on us. And the key words are Saturn in Sagittarius, repressed feelings, energy held back, parting, isolation, aggression. Well, isn't that something from heaven's everlasting light? Woohoo! Shine on us here in hell. Jiminy. Okay, well, I mean, that's the divination, and, we'll take it for leave it. And it's just a suggestion of how to go about business divination. Okay. So, beyond space and time, from above, or whatnot. Now we have XYZ PDQ. Oh heck, let's pull a couple more cards to bring 11 up to an oddly even pair for the hell of it. Within and without, when needed, attractive as heavens or heavy ends, everlasting light, shall we? Oh so seriously to Cyrus in good humor, you think the rather tame aforementioned term heck was derived from the name of the pagan goddess Hecate? I wonder. Anyways, curiosities set upon shelf or aside for the moment to notice 13. As is, was, is, and always will be as is my favorite number, even though representative of as card arcana doles of death in this Ibis deck and others. Connotation also denotes exchanges, so as to the somewhat upstanding upon this business. We have, so for within what is hidden and or protected on the dark side of our persona as moon, in self-reflection of our expressive sunny selves bathing our worlds with our enlightening love and or burning reactivities. What cards comes to our considerations of mirroring within here? Let's see. We have the moon. And the keywords for the moon, for what's within, are Pisces, final nesting of testing, wrong turns illusion, burning off of karma, buying our way through karma or fate with our accrued luck, with our destiny drawing us on. Anyway, what's within you? That's what's within me, how I see it. But anyway, so burning off karma, accruing interaction or struggle with the subconscious, knee-jerk reactivities, threshold to new levels of consciousness. The moon. That's what's within us. We are the thresholds. We are the dwellers of the threshold. Okay. And then, okay, to close this reading, we'll pull a divining for insights of what is going on without. Here for you and or any who resonate their environments without themselves here. Let's see. Ooh, what's this now? We have the Eight of Wands. What's going on in our environment? It's swift, it's action-packed, it's an adventure. And the keywords for the Eight of Wands are swiftness, Mercury in Sagittarius, clear, direct, swift communication, overcoming misunderstanding. Okay, so it was a little bit strange with the double up on cruelty, or I think it was cruelty. Anyway, take for it what you will. Okay, here I told myself to end this reading with an authentic, a voice without pre-written words, and so I'll close this reading in respecting myself in that way. I'm such a cad. Remembering reading somewhere that if you hear something besides chains bumping in the night, accompanied by groanings and moanings or whatnot, and as such, anytime you hear the sound of a bell or bells ringing, it purportedly calls angelic energies into your immediate environs, such as within your body's ephemeral exoskeleton of auricular energy field to double your bubble, and as the sounds die away, grounding negativities from your field down to a root ball deep under your feet, or otherwise beneath you. Wow, 24, 39, 40. As the four winds can blow, there are ways to book a private virtual with me. If interested in my experimentations and feeling them out with me, or beyond divination, what has been shared here by yours truly, yet withholding a reliquary of mystiques. In this nuanced formality of screenings for real-life person-to-person meetings, any of y'all are welcome to more by soliciting me for one. Akashawa, au revoir, and for being outgoing, peace out.